Awakening the Third Eye. Chapter number 14. Night Practice 2 Instructions for the Technique. If you are reading the instructions for friends, a powerful way to learn night practice is to use the cassettes which are part of the Clearvision School's correspondence courses. You can also have someone read the instructions for you while you are lying down. In either case, just let yourself be guided by the voice so that you can completely relax and let go. The more you can lose control and let yourself be carried by the flow of the voice, the deeper you will travel. The one who reads the instructions should sit on the floor, preferably in a meditation position. The others lie down with their heads towards the one who is reading. The reader should have the heads, not the feet, oriented towards him. If there is no carpet, participants should lie on a thin mat or on 1 or 2 blankets. They should not touch each other's bodies in order to avoid undesirable transfers of energy, as discussed in the last chapter. If practicing during the day, cover the windows to create an atmosphere of semi-darkness. If practicing at night, keep at least one faint light on to avoid complete darkness. But if you are practicing in bed, just before going to sleep, there is no need to have a light on. Anyone who does not practice should leave the room. Make sure that there are no factors of distraction in the room, otherwise nobody will take off. It is usually a good idea for those who are lying down to cover themselves with a blanket, because people often feel cold in the deep state of relaxation, even if they did not feel cold when they started the practice. If pillows are used, they should be thin, otherwise tensions in the neck may build up and disturb the process. The arms should lie flat by the sides of the body. The legs should not be crossed. Crossing the legs while undergoing a process in a lying position is usually a sign of resistance. The body should be perfectly straight and the position should be completely comfortable so that no tension arises during the practice to take the person back to surface consciousness. Here are a few recommendations for the person reading the instructions. Make sure that nobody is lying on an earth line. If you realize that someone is on an earth line once the practice has begun, then try to sense what sort of interference is created by the line. Do not read the instructions that are written inside brackets. Each time you meet 3 dots in the text, ... Make a short pause, a few seconds or more, before resuming the sequence of instructions. Each time you meet 3 dots in brackets, make a longer pause, half a minute or more. Most important, do the practice yourself as you give the instructions. For instance, become aware of the body parts while naming them. Then your voice will sound right, because you will speak from the space of the practice. There will be a communication of the right experience. But if you give the instructions while your mind is wandering onto other subjects, your friends will not get as much benefit from their practice. Pay attention to little signs such as tension of the eyelids. When a participant is deep inside, the eyelids are fully relaxed and absolutely nothing moves in the body. If the eyelids keep contracting, you know the person is not diving. By observing their breath, you can also get a good sense of how deep they are. These indications also apply when practicing ISIS, the Clearvision technique of regression. Tune into the participants. Feel what they feel. Penetrate their experience. Try to see who gets out of their body and what they look like if this takes place. During the 7th phase in particular, be very much in the eye and in the seeingness. Try to perceive if some participants manage to lift their astral limbs. When this happens, you can see a cloudy formation over the physical limb. If somebody takes off completely, which can happen during any of the phases of night practice, then the cloudy formation is bigger, usually slightly bigger than their physical body, and is hovering over the body, anywhere up to the ceiling. While observing this, Look for the silver cord that is said to link the astral body to the physical body. After the session, share your impressions with the participants to confirm your perceptions. It is not compulsory to have somebody reading the instructions to do a night practice. You can very well do it alone. Yet experience shows that beginners tend to fall asleep systematically as soon as they reach a deep stage. I therefore recommend that you use cassettes or train a friend to read the instructions for you, especially during the phase of learning. Here is a standard set of instructions. Preparation. Take off your shoes, your belt and your wristwatch. Make sure that you are not on an earth line. Lie down on your back, your arms by your sides. Make sure your body is straight. Uncross your legs. It's often preferable to cover yourself with a blanket, for the body temperature tends to decrease as you enter deep states of night practice. Make sure you are not touching somebody else's body. Phase 1. Becoming a master in the art of exhaling. Make a few long exhalations. Try to exhale as if you were expiring, as if you were giving your last breath. It's a quest for the absolute sigh. Look for the ultimate exhalation, the one that leaves your body all empty and soft, free from any tension. Phase 2. Circulating through body parts. 2a. Each time a body part is named, become aware of it. If you are practicing alone, repeat the name of the part mentally as you become aware of it, or, even better, hear the inner voice saying the name of the part. Become aware of the vertex, the area at the very top of the head. Then become aware of the left part of the top of the head, right part of the top of the head, left part of the forehead, right part of the forehead, left eye, left ear, left cheek, left nostril, left side of the lips, right side of the lips, left side of the teeth, right side of the teeth, left side of the tongue, right side of the tongue, left lower jaw and chin, right lower jaw and chin, left side of the whole face, right side of the whole face. Awareness of the left side of the throat, right side of the throat, left side of the neck, right side of the neck, left shoulder, left upper arm, right upper arm, left elbow, left forearm, left wrist, left hand, left thumb, left fingers, the left arm, as a whole. The right arm, as a whole, left hip, left thigh, left knee, left lower leg, left ankle, left foot, left big toe, left toes, the whole left leg, the whole right leg, the left side of the abdomen, below the navel, the right side of the abdomen, below the navel, the left side of the abdomen, above the navel, the right side of the abdomen, above the navel, the left side of the chest, the right side of the chest, the left side of the whole body, the right side of the whole body, awareness of the whole body. Then we circulate a second time. This time try to become more deeply aware of each body part, as if you were one with it. Make your unity with the body part as it is named. Third circulation. Each time a body part is named, become aware of it, and become aware of seeingness at the same time. Switch on the seeingness and tune into the body part. Read the sequence of the body parts a third time, this time reminding them of the seeingness from time to time. Don't forget to implement the seeingness yourself. At the end of the sequence, add seeingness of the whole body, awareness of the whole body and seeingness. What can you see of your body? 2b. Exploring the organs. Become aware of the spleen, on the left, behind the ribs and the stomach. Become one with the spleen. Then, awareness of the liver, become one with the liver, as if you were the liver. Awareness of the gallbladder, awareness of the heart, be completely in your heart. Awareness of the kidneys, become one with the kidneys. Awareness of the lungs, be one with the lungs. Awareness of the uterus, if you are a man, become aware in your pelvis, the lower abdomen below the navel, and look for the energetic equivalent of the female uterus. Become aware of your uterus of energy. We repeat the sequence of the organs a second time, adding the quality of seeingness. Become aware of seeingness, the fact of seeing, and tune into the spleen. Look for the earth element in the spleen. Become aware of seeingness, the pure quality of seeing, and be one with the liver. Try to sense the warm humidity of the liver. Seeingness and the gallbladder. Tune into the gallbladder. Look for the fire of the bile. Awareness of seeingness and awareness of your heart. Be one with the heart. Look for the presence in the heart. Awareness of seeingness and awareness of the kidneys. Become aware of seeingness and tune into the lungs. Become aware of the wind element in the lungs. Seeingness and the uterus. Tune into the uterus. Look for the water element in the uterus. Phase 3. Awareness of the breath. 3a. Become aware of the area 1 inch below your navel. Become aware of the natural movement of this area when you inhale and when you exhale. Just witness the natural flow of your breath without modifying it. It's like watching your body breathing. Each time you inhale, the area below the navel goes up. Each time you exhale, it comes down again. Start counting down the breath from 33 to 1 in the following way. 33 when the body inhales and the area below the navel goes up. 33 when the body exhales and the area below the navel comes down. 32 when the body inhales and the area below the navel goes up. 32 when the body exhales and the area below the navel comes down. 31 when the body inhales and the area below the navel goes up. 31 when the body exhales and the area below the navel comes down. Go on with the countdown, following the natural rhythm of your body. If you reach 1, start again from 33. Remind the participants of their countdown every 1 or 2 minutes with instructions such as awareness of the area below the navel or remain aware of your countdown below the navel. 3b. Now, become aware of the area in the middle of the chest, around the middle of the sternum. The same as before, each time your body inhales, the middle of the chest goes up. Each time your body exhales, the area comes down. Start a countdown in the following way. 33 when the body inhales and the chest goes up. 33 when the body exhales and the chest comes down. 32 when the body inhales and the chest goes up. 32 when the body exhales and the chest comes down. Continue your countdown, always following the natural rhythm of your breath. If you reach 1, start again from 33. Remind them of their countdown every 1 or 2 minutes with sentences such as counting down the breath on the level of the chest or watching the breath in the middle of the chest. 3c. Become aware of the breath that comes and goes through the nostrils. Each time you inhale, the air comes in. Each time you exhale, it goes out. Watch the natural movement of the breath. Just be a witness, don't interfere. Become aware of the mucosa inside the nostrils. Each time you inhale, there is like a clash between this membrane and the incoming air. Become aware of this sharp contact between the vibration of the inhaled air and the vibration of the inner membrane of the nose. Start counting down the breath. 33 when the body inhales and the air comes in. 33 when the body exhales and the air goes out. 32 when the body inhales and the air comes in. 32 when the body exhales and the air goes out. If you reach 1, start again from 33. Every 1 or 2 minutes, add a sentence such as awareness of the breath going in and out of the nose. Counting down the breath on the level of the nostrils. 3d. Drop the countdown and become more aware of this vibration in the mucosa inside the nostrils. Each time the air comes in, try to catch more and more of the energy of the air, as if you were drinking the air at the same time. Become aware of the area at the root of the trunk, around the perineum and the coccyx. Try to see if something is stimulated in this area while you are catching more and more life force through your nostrils. Phase 4. The subtle senses at the root of the physical senses. 4a. Pick up one smell in the air and focus on it for 1 minute. Then drop the awareness of this smell and try to pick up another one, coming from further away. Remain aware of the smell for 1 minute and now, pick up another smell. This time try to find a smell that comes through the window from really far away and focus on it for 1 minute. Then let go of this smell. Instead of being aware of any smell in particular, become aware of the fact of smelling, the pure quality of smell. Awareness of smellingness, the action of smelling, independent of any particular smell. 4b. Drop the sense of smell and become aware of a particular sound coming from inside or outside the building. Any sound. Remain aware of this sound for 1 minute, focusing on nothing else but the action of this sound on your sense of hearing. Then drop the sound and try to find another one coming through the window from further away. Even a very faint sound. Remain with it for 1 minute. Watch how this sound interacts with your sense of hearing. Then look for a sound that comes from very far away, so faint that you can hardly discern whether it's a physical or a non-physical sound. Remain aware of that sound for 1 minute, trying to observe how your sense of hearing is affected by that sound. Then let go of any sound. Become aware of the fact of hearing, the pure quality of hearing, independent of any sound. Awareness of hearingness, the fact of hearing. 4c. Remember a strong taste of food. Pick up a certain food and remember how it feels to have this particular food in your mouth, the texture and taste on your tongue, the flow of saliva. Be 100% in the taste, as if nothing else existed. Then remember the taste of another food. Do not think, just take the first food that comes to you. And then recall how it feels to have this food in your mouth. Put all of yourself in the taste, experience it completely. Then look for the non-physical taste of the nectar, like a trickle or a little flow at the back of the throat, very fresh and sweet. The taste of the nectar flowing at the back of your throat, let yourself be fed by it. Then drop all the tastes. Become aware of the fact of tasting, the pure quality of tasting, independent of any taste in particular. Phase 5. Moving backwards through the day. Start recalling the images of the day. Begin with what you were doing just before the night practice. Don't do it, let it happen. Just let the images of the day come back in front of you and go on, moving backwards all through the day. Images of what you were doing in the evening, images of dinner, images of your afternoon activities, the people that you have been talking to, images of lunch, images of your morning activities, images of breakfast time. See yourself as you were doing your morning meditation, images of your bathroom time in the morning up to the very first images of the morning, in bed, before you got up. Phase 6. Spontaneous images. 6a. Now comes the phase of spontaneous images. Just let any image flash in front of you, any image. The first one that comes to you, stay with this image a few seconds. And then let another image come. Remember, no imagination, don't make up anything. Just take the first image that comes, and then another image. Drop this one, and let another image come. Just be in the space, and let images come to you. 6b. Let another image come in front of you. But this time become aware both of the image and of the fact of seeing, the seeingness. Another image and seeingness, the process of seeing another image and seeingness. 6c. Drop the images and remain aware of seeingness, only the pure quality of seeing, independent of any object. Phase 7. Preparatory exercises for traveling. 7a. Become aware of your astral right arm, not the physical arm, but the astral one, superimposed on the physical arm. Your physical body remains completely motionless. Practice lifting up the astral right hand and arm, and then put the astral right arm and hand back into the physical ones. Then become aware of your astral left arm and hand without moving the physical body, Practice lifting up the astral left arm, then put the astral left arm back into the physical one. Start the same process again on the right side. Practice detaching the astral hand and forearm from the physical ones. Lift them up and then put them back again on the left side. The right side, lift up the left astral arm. This can be repeated a few more times. 7b. Become aware of your right astral leg. Without moving anything of your physical body, practice lifting the astral right foot and leg out of the physical ones. And then put them back. Become aware of the left astral leg. Try to lift it up out of the physical one and then put it back into the physical leg. Practice in the same way a few times on each side. Lifting the right astral leg up, putting it back. Lifting up the left astral leg, putting it back. Lifting up the right astral leg, putting it back. Lifting up the left astral leg, putting it back. 7c. Become aware of your astral body as a whole. Become aware of your physical body as a whole. The nature of your physical body is gravity. The nature of your astral body is levity or anti-gravity. Become aware of the gravity of your physical body. Become aware of the weight of your body on the mattress. All that you can feel that's heavy pertains to your physical body. Now, look inside yourself for what is lightness. Look for the levity principle, the force that moves upwards. Become aware of the force that pushes upwards, the exact opposite of the principle of gravity. It is there, inside you. It's a question of tuning into it. Tune into the force that moves upwards. Let it pervade the whole body. Let it lift everything upwards. Now go back into the perception of the gravity. Look for the heavy principle. Then awareness of the anti-gravity principle. Again awareness of the force that moves upwards. 7d. Awareness of seeingness. The fact of seeing. Practice seeing your body from above. Become aware of the seeingness and tune in with the image of your body, seen from above. Reconnecting. Start listening to the sounds outside. Become aware of your body again. Go back into the body. Take a few long inhalations. Move your hands a little and your feet. Stretch your body. Roll on your side. And open your eyes. If you are practicing in bed just before sleeping, you do not have to go through this last set of instructions. Instead of reconnecting with waking consciousness, just roll over on your side and fall asleep. End of the night practice. If you do not have much time, if the purpose is to recover quickly during the day, and if you do not have much time, a good option is to start with a quick rotation around the body parts, phase 2. Then operate a countdown of the breath, phase 3, in a part of the body of your choice. As soon as you are deeply relaxed, move on to the consciousness of images, phases 5 and 6. It is when images flow clearly and freely in front of you that you have reached a state of intense relaxation and a fast recovery of your energies. Phase 6, spontaneous images, is therefore particularly useful whenever you want to have a super nap. Often when you are tired during the day, the fatigue is focused in one particular area of your body. There is a spot, a focal zone of tiredness. For instance, it might be somewhere in your back or maybe in your throat, especially if you have been speaking a lot. If you can find this spot and operate a countdown of the breath there while doing phase 3, you will recover very quickly from your fatigue. This is the end of chapter 14 of Awakening the Third Eye by Samuel Sagan, MD. Break time equals 2000 milliseconds. Please listen to this recording minimum 3 times for better and long-term results. If you like this recording, please comment and share it with your friends and loved ones. Stay tuned for listening more books like this. Thank you and good luck.